News 92.9 FM, WMGS, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Hazleton, a Cumulus media station. Frankie and Jocelyn in the morning and the most music while you work. The 80s, 90s and now, 90s and now, Magic 93.
he's going to.
Is there enough seats?
If I have to see,
If there's enough seats, I think it's a good idea.
I'm only giving 4 awards, so he's given a lot more. So it's only fair. Because I know it pisses him off. So.
Charlie?
You don't have to read any of that, just so you know.
I don't?
No?
I'm going to.
Okay, good.
That's all. Yeah, I can't.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if you were an impromptu kind of guy.
Not today.
Okay, good.
Tonight, probably.
Okay, good. Perfect. For whatever reason, this assembly makes me so... Wait, first of all, do you know that I don't really love to be in front of people? I really don't. And so before I started doing this, it was just the two of us, these two positions, Heather of Upper School and that did all of the awards. And the first year I was like, department chair, it's so appropriate because it's all academics.
It's such a big difference when you're watching it.
I love it.
Because I've seen it both ways. But if the same person's giving the same awards the whole time, it's just brutal.
I'm not up here, am I?
There's room for you, CJ. And Charlie is very
How about if I sit with my advisors? They're douchebags. Make sure they're under control.
They probably need you to.
There you go.
Also seems to need you.
Brief remarks. Can you
What's that?
spin something
Yeah, then
up?
you're going to end up I can always
Some
spin
remarks.
something up. You might not want me to, but I can always spin something up. So, do you care?
No, I do
All
not
right, I'm
care.
going to be down here.
Sorry, Charlie.
I was going to say, you might need chaperoning as much as my advisees, but... I'll go to the end. Give myself enough room. That way I can lean this way. I get extra room. Lay out there.
We have a lot of chairs up here.
Hope I can read with these. Oh well. Hold one, let it know. Taking a chance. Certainly. Certainly is.
This side's going to be empty.
I'm the only one sitting over here, probably. Me and you.
Oh wow.
Well, then.
I'll kind of wear my contacts. I can like hold the contact on the side to be able to read them all the way.
Done. Flip.
Uh-oh. Thank you for that warm welcome. And welcome to our Awards Day Assembly. This is the beginning of lots of important days coming up in the next couple of weeks. And for myself, I'm reflecting on a year ago when I stood here not knowing anything, having been on the job 3 days. And so, 368 days later, I want to thank you all, everybody in this room and people not in this room, for making this year for yourselves, and also for me and for Mrs. Mooney, a wonderful one. So I want to thank you for that. Now I'll go back on script. On behalf of the faculty and staff and the entire Wyoming Seminary community, it is my honor to welcome you to our Awards Day celebration. Today, we dedicate time to celebrate you, our students, the faculty, and the staff who have supported you in doing remarkable things. My personal congratulations to you all for making the 2023-2024 school year such a wonderful one at SEM and seeing it almost all the way through to the end. Together, we're stronger. Thank you all. That's it, that's it. Every day, and especially today, we should all take pride in celebrating the exceptional achievements of our students, classmates, and colleagues. In only a short time at SEM, again, 368 days, I have been deeply impressed by your successes and achievements, as well as what you have given back to our community in large and small ways, loud and quiet, noticed and unnoticed. I'd like to begin with a heartfelt thanks to those who selected the award winners and those who organized this complex event. Our awards committee is composed of various adult leaders on campus, including department chairs, dorm heads, deans, and college counselors. We're grateful for their guidance. I also thank our staff who keep track of everything, record and prepare the prizes, and take the pictures for posterity. Thank you to Mrs. Brogan, to Mrs. Moser, and to our communications office led by Mrs. Snowden. Thank you all. And now I'll turn things over to Mrs. Bartron.
Good afternoon. Happy to see you all here today, and happy to be here to celebrate a great year that we've had together. A few details. I can't read with my glasses on, but I can't see you with them off, so here we go. A few logistics. We will go through a number of awards, and I'm grateful to be joined by our academic department chairs and our athletic directors to hand out the awards. If your name is called, you will come to this side of the stage. You'll receive your award. You'll come over, shake hands with the person who has called your name, and then you'll go over there in front of our SEM backdrop, and Mr. Bafano will take your picture for future. So those are the details. If you are in the balcony, we might press on a little bit and then do that when you get to the bottom here. Do know that some of our students are in AP exams, and so we'll catch up with them afterwards, but we will honor them with some applause if they're not here today. So with that, I'd like to give my heartfelt thanks to all of you, our faculty and staff, and our students for making this a really great year at Wyoming Seminary. We've done a lot together, and Mrs. Lewis often reminds us we've made a lot of progress as a community. That happens because we're in it together, and so thank you for that. At this point, I'd like you to make sure that you've put your devices away, taken out any AirPods, and sit back and relax. We will be done with this assembly by 2:45 at the latest. So if those of you that need that little timekeeping in your head, that will be the close of our assembly, if not earlier than that. Today, we begin our program with recognition that's been determined outside of Wyoming Seminary, starting with our National Merit Finalist and Commended students. Please stand as your name is read, and we'll give some applause at the end. This year, we were happy to recognize Harry Feng as our National Merit Finalist. Thanks, Harry. We also have 4 National Merit Commended students: Ben Fenster, Ari Froelich, David Getz, and Trinity Kong. Please stand. Excellent work. Another National Academic Award is the induction into the National Cum Laude Society. At this time, I'd like to welcome Mr. C.J. Kersey, President of the Wyoming Seminary Cum Laude Chapter, to the podium.
Good afternoon. I'm honored to represent the Wyoming chapter of the Cum Laude Society today as we induct our chapter's newest members. Cum laude is one of the highest academic achievements that a student may attain at Wyoming Seminary, and it symbolizes a standard of excellence. As we celebrate the academic careers of the class of 2024, we must first recognize the 11 students who were inducted last fall based on their superior academic record in their junior year, placing them in the top 10% of their class. I now ask the scholars inducted last October to stand as I call your names in alphabetical order. Please hold applause till the end. Christian DeBellis, Harry Feng, Ben Fenster, Ivy Gang, David Getz, Paige Kennewell, Trinity Kong, Renee Lee, Rebecca Polgar, Paul Stevenson, and Faith Soshak. Congratulations. Now, 13 more members of the class of 2024 will be added to this group. To assist me with this presentation, I ask Cum Laude Society Vice President Melissa McHale to come forward. Today's cum laude inductees have embraced the challenge of demanding courses and have met the criteria articulated in the cum laude bylaws. First, their GPA for their junior and senior years are 3.1 or higher. Second, their academic success puts them in the top 20% of their class. Third, they uphold the concept of dignity and true worth as well as academic honor. The following students will now learn for the first time that they are members of the Cum Laude Society. As I call your name in random order, please come to the stage to receive your Cum Laude certificate. Abby Chong. Andrew Kolashevsky. Good job, Abby. Congrats. Abby Williams. Abby's coming from the balcony, so she'll be here in a minute. Tiffany Stoshak. Groove Barua. Michaela Williams. Congrats. Anna Chong. Claire Bowie. Congratulations. Ari Froelich. Caitlin Hahn. Good job, Ari. Nishit Pokrell. Nora Siegel. And Hayden Vogt. Is Caitlin on her way down? Does anyone know from the balcony? She's coming. All right. She's our last one, so I have to just wait for a second. Nishit? How about Nishit? Anyone? AP Bio. Okay, thank you. Not sure if Caitlin got lost on the way down potentially, or... Hey, Caitlin. Come. Congratulations. Congratulations to all members of the Wyoming chapter of the Cum Laude Society inducted this year. Please join me in applauding this very distinguished group of students. The inductees may now return to your seats, and I turn the program back to Rachel Bartron.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Kersey, and congratulations to all of our cum laude awardees. At this point, that was a good trial run to see what we're going to do for everything. We're going to move on to the academic awards and the athletic awards section. And so as you come up and receive your award, you'll get your picture taken. You're going to wait off to the side, and then when all of that group is done, we'll put that whole group together with their leader, their faculty leader, and we'll take a picture of the group together. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. So we move on to our academic and athletic awards presented by our department chairs who work closely with Mrs. Lewis, academic dean, to ensure an outstanding academic program. They are an important part of the leadership team, meet at least monthly, and think often and deeply about our academic program. Together with departmental faculty and the awards committee and our athletics department, they have helped to determine award winners based on good work in their respective departments and in the school as a whole. First, I invite Ms. Bolick to the podium to present our athletic awards.
Congratulations to all award recipients today. Well done. We're going to kick it off in athletics with the PIAA Scholar Athlete Award, presented to a male and a female who have participated in PIAA sports and have excelled academically. The PIAA District 2 Academic Excellence Awards are awarded to Trinity Kong and Harry Feng. Nice plaque. Well done. Next up, we have the All-Around Athlete Award. This award is presented anonymously and is awarded to a male and a female athlete for their participation in all-around athletic ability. This year's award recipients are Claire Bowie and Alex Aiello. We have one coming down from the balcony, so we'll move on. The Karen Klasner Award, Achievement Through Perseverance, is awarded to a female athlete who contributed to her team's success while at the same time overcoming personal injury, illness, or other conditions of duress. The recipient is chosen by female varsity letter winners. This year's award goes to Rosie Kelly. Here we go. Here come our balcony folks. The next award is the Jerry A. and Edith K. Iskovitz Memorial Good Sportsmanship Award. It was established by members of Jerry and Edith Iskovitz, and it's awarded to a male and a female varsity letter winners who exhibit the spirit of sportsmanship on and off the athletic field. This year's awards go to 6 individuals: Eden Ritondo, Haley Smeraldi, Faith Stoshak. Come on up. Let's have a round of applause for the ladies. And on the gentleman's side, we have Dom Federici, Jack Novelli, and Jack Tzinski. Yeah, that's some speed. I like that. Don't they look good all together? So nice. Next, we have the Edgar S. Brace Memorial Award, established in 1955 to honor Edgar S. Brace, who was a teacher and coach. It's awarded to a student who has shown outstanding ability in varsity sports while attaining a high standard of excellence in scholarship and citizenship. This year's award goes to Michael Vodzak. Next, we have the W. Austin Bishop and Mary J. Muldoon Award. It was established in 1980 by Lennox M. Muldoon to honor both his mother and W. Austin Bishop, who was a wrestling coach at Wyoming Seminary from 1928 to 1937, for whom the wrestling room is named. The award is presented to a male member of the junior, senior, or postgraduate class who has maintained a consistently high academic average in the classroom while excelling in athletics, with preference given to a member of the wrestling team or a non-PIAA sport. This year's Muldoon is awarded to Luke Lillendahl. All right, we're going to move on while he makes his way down. The Diane Ringawa Magana, thank you. Diane Ringawal Magana Field Hockey Award. Established in March 2011 by family and friends in memory of Diane, class of 58, who was an outstanding scholar athlete. Awarded annually to a female member of the field hockey team who has demonstrated exceptional athletic ability, team spirit, and academic achievement. This year's award goes to Lane Cabell. She's upstairs also? She's upstairs too. Okay. Once we get these student athletes down here and photographed, Mr. Jason Sherry will take over the podium. Let's hear it for him.
That's me. Take a dramatic pause while we wait. All right, we will move on now to the Art Department Awards, which will begin with the Barbara Weisberger Dance Award, which is presented to a member or members of the senior class in recognition of outstanding commitment and contributions to the dance program at Wyoming Seminary. Established in 2019, this award is given in tribute to Mrs. Barbara Weisberger, Kingston native and founder of the Pennsylvania Ballet. Miss Weisberger, protege of George Balanchine, was a visionary in the development of American ballet and devoted much of her professional life to teaching and promoting regional dance. Through the years, Ms. Weisberger has been an active advisor and admirer of the SEM dance program. This year's award is given to Molly Kopechny and Lucy Liu. We'll pause for a moment while they get the picture here, so they can get the big group picture. You do the big group picture first? Yeah. All right. The big group. They teach you this in public speaking: never fear the pause. We need a ladder over that section. All right. Next, we have the Fernpool Davies 43 Art Award. This award is given in memory of Fernpool Davies, a 1943 graduate of the Dean School of Business. The award is presented to the student artist whose work is chosen in a competition open to all Wyoming Seminary upper school students. The piece identified as the award-winning work will become part of Wyoming Seminary's collection and will be displayed on our campus in the gallery for all to appreciate. And we have the piece here that will be unveiled as I announce this year's winner, Danica Spera. Okay, as she comes down, we have the Louise Laux Moore and W. Carver Collins Drama Award. Established in the 1990 by Mr. and Mrs. Herbert Levy in tribute to the outstanding drama direction provided for students by Louise Laux Moore and W. Carver Collins. Presented to members of the junior or senior class who have promoted and enhanced the school's program in the dramatic arts, with special consideration to be given to those who work without applause behind the scenes. This year's award winner, and hopefully we don't lose the lighting in the room when I call her up, is Moira Pepperling. The National School Choral Award is given annually to graduating seniors in recognition for outstanding contributions to the chorale and madrigal singers. This award, established by the 1977 Madrigal Singers, recognizes service and vocal growth while a member of the vocal ensembles. The winners' names will be engraved on the plaque that hangs in the music department. This year awarded to Ari Froelich and Abby Whitby. The National School Orchestra Award. The National School Orchestra Award is given annually to a senior in recognition of their contributions to the instrumental program at Wyoming Seminary. The award recognizes students who have supported the instrumental program through their consistent attendance at sectional and group rehearsals, their personal musical growth, and their willingness to serve as role models for other instrumental students through their thorough preparation for rehearsals, attentive rehearsal attitude, and leadership role in their section. This year awarded to Harry Fang and Trinity Kong. As they make their way up, I would like to recognize a few students who have been awarded distinction outside of Wyoming Seminary. So I would ask that the following students stand at your seats and be recognized. First is the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards, established in 1923, which is the nation's longest and most prestigious art and writing recognition program for students in grades 7 through 12. Out of hundreds of submissions and over 40 schools, awards are granted through evaluation of originality, skill, and the emergence of a personal vision. This year, honorable mention in digital arts goes to Guambo Andy Sun, and a Silver Key Award in drawing and illustration goes to Maya Gross. And as an added little treat on your way out of the assembly today, those pieces that they put in will be displayed in the lobby for you to check out on your way out. And then we have the PMEA All-State Awards. This year we had 2 students who were selected for the PMEA All-State Awards, and that is Charlie Ken for Wind Ensemble and David Getz for Chorale. And now, as we get our photo here, I will give plenty of time for Mr. Logan Chase to come up here for the next set of awards. Quick.
The Charles L. March Opinator Award, awarded to that student who has most faithfully contributed to the Opinator and has been dedicated to making it a quality publication. This year's award goes to Lily Roberti. The Charles L. March Poetry Prize. This prize is presented in memory of Mabel March Wandell and of Charles L. March, teacher of English, 1928 to 58, and Faculty Advisor to Opinator 1929 to 1955. The award is made to the author of the best poem submitted in a contest open to all students at Wyoming Seminary. Each poem is submitted anonymously, and the winner is selected by a panel of judges. Presented this year to Sal Aida for his poem Misguided Eyes. That he wrote in my creative writing class, by the way. The John G. Ruggles III Memorial Prize. Established in 1982 by family and friends of John G. Ruggles III, whose untimely death occurred during his senior year at Wyoming Seminary. The annual award is presented to a member of the freshman or sophomore class of the Upper School for Creative Writing. The purpose of the award is to encourage creative writing through a contest in which submissions are anonymous and the winner is selected by a panel of judges. This year's award is presented to Josie Carpenter for her poem, Can You Hear the Caged Bird Cry? Brown University Book Award. This award goes to a junior student who best combines a high degree of ability in written and verbal expression with those qualities that in the Brown Charter reads, quote, become one of the succession of women and men qualified for discharging the officers of life with usefulness and reputation. Awarded to Jacob Nivert. I think he's balcony. The Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award. Awarded to a Wyoming Seminary junior who has demonstrated commitment to social issues, displayed leadership and dedication to a community action, and also performed well academically in the humanities and social sciences. This year, it is awarded to Gabrielle Adege. The Charlotte R. Levy Memorial Mock Trial Prize. This award is presented to the member of the team who has exhibited overall excellence in mock trial for the year and is awarded to two people, Grace Kowalski and Paul Stevenson. As we wait for the picture, next up is Mrs. Nicole Lewis, who will present the Global Languages Awards in Mrs. Jill Stratansky's absence.
Good afternoon, everyone. And now on to the Global Language Awards. The Edward Griffith Memorial Spanish Award. Established in memory of Edward Griffith, class of 1939, this is awarded to the member of an advanced Spanish class who has most consistently demonstrated interest and excellence in the Spanish language, literature, and culture. This year, it's presented to Maya Burry. The Parker H. Burt Prize. This prize was established in 1951 by an anonymous alumnus to honor a member of the French faculty from 1919 through 1954, Parker H. Burt, and is awarded to the member of the highest French class who has excelled in French studies. This year, the prize goes to Ari Froelich and Abby Whippy. The Edwin J. Roberts Memorial Prize. Established by his widow, Mrs. Ruth Roberts, in loving memory of her husband, Edwin J. Roberts, a teacher of classical languages at Wyoming Seminary from 1923 until 1971. Awarded annually to a member of an advanced Latin class who has demonstrated scholarship and maintained excellent academic standing. This year, the prize goes to Jacob Nivert. Who is also coming from the balcony. The Charles Harold Laycock Latin Prize. Established in 2005 by Charles F. Laycock, class of 1935, in memory of his father, Charles Harold Laycock, class of 1911. The prize is to be awarded to an upper school student who excels in Latin and is given this year to Aiden Benetos. Who is absent today. Chinese Language and Culture Excellence Award. Established in 2020 by the parents of 4 Chinese alumni, this award honors one exceptional member of the advanced Chinese class who has demonstrated consistent excellence in the study of Chinese language and culture and has been a diligent, responsible, inspiring learner and cultural ambassador within and beyond the classroom. This year's award goes to Christian DeBellis. Great, thanks. While we wait for Christian and a picture, I'm glad to invite Dr. Brian Kashak up to the podium to present the History and Social Sciences Awards.
The Wyoming Seminary Model United Nations Award. The Model United Nations team presents this award to the person who, in their opinion, is the most valuable delegate of this school year. It is awarded in recognition of excellence, high achievement, and consistently outstanding performances. The award is presented this year to Andrew Kolashewski. The Almeda Ruth Cushman Spencer Bible Prize. In memory of Almeda Ruth Cushman Spencer, class of 1877, is awarded annually to the senior who has shown interest in the Bible and religion courses as demonstrated by excellent academic work in these subjects. And the winner is Sean Gomez. The James A. Ross Memorial Award. Established in 1977 in memory of James A. Ross, awarded annually to the member of the senior class possessing consistent high scholarship standards in biblical and religious studies, as well as demonstrating outstanding leadership in the religious and worship life of the school community. Paige Kennewell. The Brooks Christian Citizenship Prize, established in 1959 in honor of Howard Brooks, class of 39, and his sister Ruth Brooks Chapin, class of 40. It is awarded to that student who most clearly approximates in ideals, spirit, and usefulness the New Testament standard of Christian citizenship. Molly Kopechny. The Jane Armstrong Friedman Prize in History, established in 2015 by the family of Jane Armstrong Friedman, class of 55, in appreciation of the example of her life and the education she received at Wyoming Seminary. This prize is awarded to a member of the graduating class who demonstrates a passion for the study of history while achieving excellence. Paul Stevenson. The Frederick Rudolph Prize for Historical Writing. Established by a distinguished professional historian and a 1938 graduate of Wyoming Seminary, Frederick C. Rudolph, Mark Hopkins Professor of History Emeritus of Williams College, to honor historical writing at Wyoming Seminary. Awarded for the best piece of historical writing in the world history classes, for the best piece of historical writing in the U.S. history classes, and for the best piece of historical writing in an elective upper level or advanced placement class. In the world history category, the winner is Ricardo Delgado for his paper, The Fall of Constantinople. In the U.S. history category, the winner is Hanson Kao for his paper, How Does the New Deal Affect the Following Economic System of the United States Federal Government? And in the AP electives category, the winner is Abigail Lott for her paper, Educate, Choose, Survive, Thrive, The History of Women's Access to Reproductive Health Care in America. the Irving Robin Memorial Prize. This prize is given in memory of Irving Robin, an honor student of Wyoming Seminary and Yale University, by his parents. Awarded to the senior who has demonstrated through scholastic achievement and good citizenship an understanding of our democratic government and displays the qualities which promise constructive leadership in society. Quamir Riggins. The Wesley A. Kuhn Prize. Established in 1946 by alumni and friends in memory of Wesley A. Kuhn, a teacher in the business school from 1883 to 1927, this prize is awarded to a student who shows a genuine interest in economics as demonstrated by excellent work in the subject. Claire Griffin. After our photograph, Reverend Charlie Carrick will present the Math Awards.
The Lindsley Morgan Washburn Prize in Mathematics. This prize is given by his wife in memory of Lindsley M. Washburn, class of 1921. It is awarded annually to the member of the graduating class who demonstrates outstanding interest and ability in mathematics. And this year, the award goes to Andrew Kolashevsky. The Mary M. Tribler Memorial Award, established by family and friends in memory of Mary M. Tribler, a member of the mathematics department of Wyoming Seminary. Mrs. Tribler was renowned for her exceptional talents for teaching algebra. This prize recognizes the student who has demonstrated a strong work ethic and perseverance as evidenced by significant progress in the study of mathematics. And this year the award goes to Lily Chicken. The Rensselaer Mathematics and Science Award. This certificate is awarded to the member of the junior class who has a distinguished record in mathematics and science courses. And this year the award goes to Yicheng Li. The Xerox Award. This award recognizes a junior for outstanding achievement in the pursuit of innovative approaches and also the appreciation for the possibilities of technology. And this year, the award goes to Sal Aida. As Sal makes his way down and we take a picture, Mrs. McHale will conclude the academic awards for the science.
All right, the Rachel Carson Book Award. This award is presented by Chatham University in honor of Rachel Carson, a 1929 graduate of Chatham College and author of the book Silent Spring. This book, an account of the dangers of indiscriminate use of pesticides, was selected as one of the top 10 nonfiction books of the last century that changed lives. This award includes a copy of the book along with a monetary renewable scholarship if the recipient decides to attend Chatham University. This year's award goes to Christina Fawcett. All right, the Bausch and Lomb Honorary Science Award Gift and Certificate. This medal is presented to the junior student who, in the estimation of the faculty, has achieved the best record in the study of science. This year's award goes to Nick DeLeo. The Bradford Stewart Klein Award. Established in memory of Bradford Stewart Klein, class of 1965, it is presented to a member of the senior class showing the most promise in the field of biological sciences, with preference given to that student interested in entering the medical profession. This year's award goes to Harry Fang. The Tracy Lee Vandermark Scholarship Award. Established in 2006 by a bequest from the estate of Ethel Vandermark in memory of her daughter Tracy Vandermark, class of 1981, who died in 1992. Tracy was an excellent student during her career at SEM, and this scholarship award is given to a member of the freshman or sophomore class to recognize superior performance in biology. This year's award goes to Abby Rue. The Philip B. Parsons Memorial Scholarship. Established in 1981 by Dorothy Basemajan Parsons to honor her husband, Philip B. Parsons, class of 1930, graduate of Duke University Medical School in 1936, who was a renowned physician and radiologist. The annual award is presented to a member of the junior class who has maintained a consistently high academic average and intends to enter the medical profession. This year's award recipient is Kylie Romanchik. At the conclusion of our picture and the conclusion of this section, I welcome Mrs. Rachel Bartron back to the podium.
Thank you all for your good patience. Anybody need a little stretch break? Feeling good? We're getting there. I like it. That's good. Many thanks to the department chairs and Ms. Bolick for all of their work presenting the awards. As you know, our code of conduct establishes expectations for our community members. This section of the awards ceremony is to recognize individuals who have demonstrated exceptional citizenship. First, we have the Adeline Jeffers Prize. Established by a bequest from Adeline Jeffers, class of 1897, it's awarded annually to the student in Wyoming Seminary who, at the end of her junior year, has most outstandingly achieved excellent scholarship, has consistently demonstrated outstanding personal qualities, and has given effective support to the ideals of Wyoming Seminary. We're pleased to award this to Claire Griffin. Great job, Claire. The St. Michael's College Book Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize students who exhibit the characteristics of an ideal St. Michael's student, specifically based on achievement in academics and community service. This year's award is presented to two students, Finn Ruderman and Haley Sermaldi. Great job, Finn. Next up, I'm going to do two together, two in a row, and then we'll wait for them to come down. The Irma E. Foster Award is awarded to a junior or a senior whose attitude and school spirit has made the greatest positive contribution to the girls' dormitory life at Wyoming Seminary. The awards committee considers loyalty, devotion to the school, and scholarship, all of which characterize Ms. Foster's 36 years of service as a teacher and house mother in Sweatland. The award winner receives an engraved silver plate and has her name engraved on a plaque to be displayed permanently in Sweatland Hall. This year's winner is Claire Bowie. As Claire makes her way to the stage, I'd like to announce the Catchmar Scholarship. This scholarship is open to all freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, and is granted to a student or students that want to attend and participate in a meaningful leadership development program, either individually or as a group. Once completed, the student will present their work to faculty and peers with a special focus on how leadership experience is pertinent and applicable to Wyoming Seminary, as well as to the student's own leadership development. This year's recipient is Andrew Suey. And the final prize in this section, and then I'll turn it back over to Mr. Mooney, is the Wyoming Seminary Government Leadership Prize for outstanding service to our school and to student government during his 2 years at Wyoming Seminary. Today's award is presented to Executive Board President Q. Riggins. Great job, Q. Here's Andrew. Congratulations, Andrew. Well done. And with that, I turn the podium back over to Mr. Mooney.
I was just going to give thanks for getting the picture done so I wouldn't have to stand here awkwardly. but I would be doing that anyway. So I have a joke. You want to hear a joke? I was inspired by Coach Cornell the other day. You want to hear it? All right. Why did chicken become friends with a mushroom? Because he was a fun guy. Did you get that one? You got it, right, Chewy? Good. I heard you cheering the loudest, so. All right. The Head of School Special Award for outstanding contribution to Wyoming Seminary by a one-year student. Described as a wonderful role model and mentor, this student has made the most of their one-year experience at Wyoming Seminary. From theater productions to the classroom, dormitory gatherings to weekend activities, she has made the very most of every opportunity. While she has dearly missed her family in Somalia, Muhim Jamak Come on up, Muhim. Muhim has also embraced her year at Wyoming Seminary, and we're grateful for her infectious energy and enthusiasm. Is she here? Coming down? Well, thanks for the word. AP test, seriously? All right. All right. With that,
We'll share that with her later.
okay. With that, I'll turn it over to Brennan Twardowski.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for your attention. I'm here today to discuss the Levi Sprague Fellowship, and I would be remiss if I did not start by thanking our three current Levi Spragues. So could Lily Roberti, Michael Vodzak, and Molly Kopechny please come to the stage? I say this every year, but I do mean it wholeheartedly. After you heard our presentation on Monday, they did some really wonderful work this year, and they exemplified exactly what the Levi Sprague Fellowship is meant to be. So I thank them very much for their hard work. Levi L. Sprague, Wyoming Seminary's fourth president, was associated with the school for 70 years. For 54 of those years, he served as president of the school. Since 1993, Sprague Fellows have been chosen for their leadership and presence in the academic, athletic, social, and extracurricular life of the school. Within the context of a day and boarding school, the program's purpose is to bring together on campus the best potential senior class leaders to develop and lead social and extracurricular opportunities on campus. Levi Sprague Fellows have responsibility for various areas of student life, such as guiding a dialogue for resolving student issues on campus, implementing solutions, and assessing the results. The Levi Sprague Fellows symbolize the tradition of leadership and service at Wyoming Seminary that Dr. Sprague exemplified. Their selection by peers and faculty for a year of leadership service on campus is a very high honor that the school bestows. So I am here today to announce that the Levi Sprague Fellows for the 24-25 school year are, and please let me read them before you applaud them, Ifechi Ebi Ekwewozo, Dallas Hanson Richard, Jack Heisler, Brian Leahy, and Ichen Lee. You may clap. You can come to the stage, please. These students, as Levi Spragues, will join forces with our student government executives, our RAs, our department reps, and other leaders to make the following school year, beginning in the fall, another incredible year at Wyoming Seminary, and I thank them in advance for all their hard work. Paul, could you please make your way to the stage? Stevenson. That could have been confusing. Thank you.
Yes, come back in a minute. Just wait right here, because I'm going to turn it back over. Okay, thank you so much for all of your kind attention today. I know that's a long assembly, and I want you to know that we're just so proud of the work that you do. And yes, we recognize some students specifically here today, but we recognize the work that all of you do to make our community a better place. So thank you for that. I'm about to turn it over to Paul Stevenson, Rosie Kelly, Liz Mantush, and Maya Gross to talk about the yearbook. So if you guys want to make your way to the stage, but before I do, now that we're at the end of our awards day ceremony, we have some fun stuff ahead of us, and notably tomorrow, which is Society Day. So don't get too excited, but Miss T has some announcements for that, and then we'll turn it over for yearbook.
I just wanted to say a few things ahead of tomorrow. Last night, I sent each team their rosters for tomorrow. God bless you. Your society leaders worked really hard on the schedules. It is quite the puzzle to put together for 400 of you to play and participate in these activities. I give them a big hand for all of the work they did. However, that means that not everybody got what they want or something that they wanted. And I know that is disheartening. However, I want to remind you that you are pieces of a bigger puzzle, and tomorrow is supposed to be very fun. If you are disappointed in what you got, I'm sorry for that. However, I would like to charge you with bringing your best self to campus tomorrow, participating in all of the things, and putting into effect as much fun as possible, as tomorrow is a big day in your high school career, and I want you to all have lots of fun. You can pick up your shirts in my office until 4 o'clock, or I will have them in the dining hall tomorrow morning. If you have any questions about anything that's happening tomorrow, please come see me, and anything else will be in your email. So thank you very much.
Excellent. And we are right on time. So at this point, I'm going to excuse the people on the stage that did such a great job presenting and let the yearbook staff come on up and take over the rest of the assembly. Thanks again.
Thank you, Mrs. Bartron. So at this assembly for the past 3 years, I've always made the joke that this is the last time you'll have to hear me talk during assembly that year. However, this year I get to say something a little bit different. So this is actually the last time I ever get to talk at a Wyoming Seminary Assembly, and the last time you will ever have to hear me talk at a Wyoming Seminary Assembly, for better or worse. In all seriousness, though, this is a very, very special day, so we just ask your attention for a few more minutes. I can assure all of those of you that sat through the hour of yearbook material last year that our assembly this year will not be nearly as long because we don't have a million wonderful faculty members retiring that we have to commemorate. But again, this is our last assembly of the year and our last academic day for everyone sitting in this room, or many of the people sitting in this room, excuse me. So as this year comes to a close and we celebrate the memories that we've made all this year, there's no better way to do that than talking about our yearbook. So as editor-in-chief of the Wyoming, it is my absolute privilege and honor, alongside my wonderful co-editors, Rosie Kelly and Miss Liz Mantush, to go ahead and talk about the yearbook this year, all the work that was poured into it by a lot of people sitting around this room, not just those up on stage, and to start by talking about the theme. So when we were choosing a theme, for any year when we're making the yearbook, we always want to choose something simple. A simple phrase that really encapsulates what our time on campus was like that given year. And this year we kept in mind the yearly theme our school held, that being interwovenness, and after much discussion, we were eventually able to find the exact feeling we were looking for. Simple as it may be, that would remind all of the truth, the beauty, and the good that was at the very heart and core of this school year like any other. And that feeling was finishing a good puzzle. A feeling that offers a distinct satisfaction. After hours of sorting shapes, matching colors, and finding just the right grooves to fit pieces between, there's something magical about sliding in that final piece. There's something great when you slide in that last piece and you see that final image, once thousands of separate pieces coming together. Yet when one singular piece is removed, all of a sudden it becomes incomplete. The greater image suddenly feels empty without any one piece, and I think that's the very beauty of the tabletop hobby. However, this is also the beauty of Wyoming Seminary, as was particularly evidenced by the 2023-2024 school year. Welcoming a community with students from over 32 countries and 19 states, I don't think it's any secret that every student, faculty, and staff member on our campus contributes something different. Everyone brings something unique to our campus's tabletop. Said simply, each of us contributes to all of us. However, while part of the bigger picture, we all retain our own necessary individual qualities, just like separate pieces of a puzzle. That's why when selecting a theme for this year's edition of the Wyoming, we immediately knew this phenomenon was exactly what we wanted to illustrate. So as you see the book for the first time in just a few moments, I ask you not only look for the physical pieces interlocking to create our fun-filled theme this year, but rather see how the living ones join together too. It's our goal that through this year's book, you see our campus's puzzle isn't just built through brick, mortar, and steel, but rather through the mind, skills, and talents of all community members joining together to do something greater. To form a community where you, like all Blue Knights, are pieces of the same puzzle. And with that, I only see it as fitting for the reveal of this year's cover to pass it over to our creative director, Miss Rosie Kelly.
Thank you, Paul. And another huge thank you goes out to anyone who contributed to the yearbook this year. Whether our staff was working tirelessly designing the spreads or coming up with interesting questions for the student interviews, as we puzzled out and planned each page, every one of our staff members, editors, and advisors contributed their talents to something bigger. Celeste and Bella were constantly pumping out articles like no other. Xavier and Cece were taking photos at every turn. Q especially could always be found with a camera on hand or doing a million other things when we needed him to. There is, however, one particular staff member that we need to recognize today, as we can't unveil the book without her. It is now my honor to introduce Maya Gross as the artist who spent countless hours on this year's cover, but also some of the spreads and designs you'll find scattered throughout the book. Maya presented herself this year as a force to be reckoned with. She agreed to sketch out our cover by hand, and as she unveils her masterpiece, I ask you to recognize how she has contributed her talents, because she, like all of us, are pieces of the same puzzle. And with that, it is Maya's privilege as our designer to unveil the 2023-2024 edition of the Wyoming. I will now pass it back to Paul.
Thank you very, very much, Rosie, for that wonderful reveal. And I also just wanted to give one more thank you to a lot of people that you see in this room today. First, that being a huge thank you to Mr. Buffano, Mr. Silverman, Ms. Zimmerman, and of course, our Mr. Chase in the yearbook. The work that goes on to create this book year after year, it's no secret that it is a lot, and it is a lot that cannot be done without any of those four individuals, and we truly do not recognize them enough for everything that they pour into this book. It's amazing. Not only do they come for hours to meetings a week, but they then work on it outside. Whether Mr. Buffano is walking around campus, you see him with his camera, not just for the communications office, but also for our yearbook. Mr. Chase designing pages in between English classes, Mr. Silverman helping out. When Ms. Zimmerman came the one time, and we were all taking a look at the cover and figuring out how we were gonna digitize a hand-drawn image, it was just amazing to see two members of the communications department sitting in there alongside our other two wonderful advisors. So if we could get a huge round of applause for everything they've done this year. And I also have a very, very big thank you to say to two people sitting on this stage, because a year ago at, again, this very same assembly, I said goodbye to two very close friends, that being Lauren Finley and Amma Reitzma, two who were, again, in the year before me, and who had done a lot of work on the yearbook. And I was very worried going into this year as to how exactly it was all going to get done without those two figures, but we had another two step up into their place, that being the two you see to my left right now, Rosie Kelly and Liz Mantush. They stepped up in a way that I cannot describe this year in working on the yearbook. Again, we have the faculty advisors, but the students, they're at the forefront of our efforts on this book. So when you look through it, I just ask you recognize their effort. If we could have a huge, huge round of applause for both Rosie and Liz. And I'm very happy to say that Liz will be taking on my editorial duties next year and taking full control of the yearbook. And I am so excited to see what she does when I get my hands on the 2024-2025 copy, but that will be next year. For now, I also just want to say a very quick thank you for all the behind-the-scenes work that went into this assembly, that being with Ms. Brogan, Ms. Bartron, Mrs. Lewis, for everything they did behind the scenes today, and for giving us this platform to talk about the yearbook at the end. I know it's a very long assembly. We're almost there, but if we could get one more round of applause for the three of them. And finally, on a serious note, I want to take 1 second to seriously thank all of you as I officially cede the last of my responsibilities today with the conclusion of this year's yearbook. As someone who has really, really gotten to enjoy every single second of their SEM experience and had the opportunity to participate in a lot during my 4 years on campus, it has been so fantastic to share so much with all of you, be it with SEMDM, be it with yearbook, be it with student government, everything, and I really, really appreciate everything that you guys have contributed to our campus this year, that you've let me be part of, and with that, I don't think that's something I'm ever going to forget. So for my final privilege this year as editor-in-chief to award the dedication to the 2023-2024 copy of the Wyoming, this is a dedication given to not one, but two different individuals this year, acting as the final award of our awards assembly today. However, I don't think there's anyone better to offer it than your brand new editor-in-chief. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Ms. Liz Mantush to the KCCA podium to offer our dedication.
Thank you. At Wyoming Seminary, there are many instances of faculty members touching the lives of students in more ways than one. However, two particular individuals have proven to be so much more than just the ultimate power couple, influencing students more than they could ever imagine. When Erin McLaughlin related on her decades of friendship with them, she cited the missus as one of the kindest, most loyal, and giving friends I've ever had. She is forgiving and trustworthy and is always willing to help. Literally always. And she does a great job of making those of us who are lucky enough to be loved by her feel valued and appreciated. Her daughter, Claire Griffin, offered similar sentiments for the Mr., having him as a coach and a mentor, stating, "Anyone who knows him on any level can attest to his calm and welcoming demeanor, his willingness to listen, his wide array of sports knowledge, and his unwavering love for SEM." Everyone who knows there is never a time where you don't feel welcome and like you belong with this couple. They will always find a way to be there to lift you. In the grand scheme of things, 20 years is not that long, but CJ and Katie have managed to touch more lives than they could realize. With the rest of their lives ahead of them, the Kerseys will continue to brighten the lives and warm the hearts of everyone on Wyoming Seminary's campus. And it's for that reason we invite CJ and Katie Kersey to the stage to claim their copies of the Wyoming.
One more round of applause for the Kerseys, please. Ms. McLaughlin is right, we do love them. So, for a few final logistical notes, immediately following this assembly, you should all immediately head to back campus, not only for your own copies of the yearbook. We're not going to do them separately by grade this year. We're all going to do them one. I don't know exactly where we'll be on back campus yet, but it's going to be hard to miss. So come over and see us. And you definitely don't want to miss it because courtesy of the Student Gov Exec Board and Parents Association, there's also going to be a little something called Rita's on back campus for the entirety of the afternoon with a ton of different flavors, lawn games, and music for all. So definitely go ahead and check that out. If you've not gotten your society shirt, please do that as well. And with that, it is my final privilege to say, in true Miss T fashion for the last time this year, you are dismissed.